I'll be talking about my childhood dreams today. I asked my mother what I wanted to be when I grew up, and what she came to the conclusion was that all I wanted to be was rich. I said, "Oh, this is not that wholesome." So instead, I decided to think back my three top dreams, which was being a scientist, biomedical engineer, and a preacher. What focused me about what appealed to me about these dreams was that I love to help people, and like I said, I love to make money, and I needed to focus on two things of mine as I went about my career search. So I'm gonna talk about in this speech is what led me into this downward spiral of a financial, um, painstaking, and terrible life decision that I made. All right, let's first talk about biomedical engineering. Let it be known that a biomedical engineer makes $88,000 in salary. And the fact that I wanted to do this was because not only were they making a lot of money, but what they did was, what they do is they go ahead and they correspond with the technology in the healthcare industry in order to make life easier for folk. So what I wanted to do with this was to actually create prosthetic arms and legs to people, but actually with using stem cell research, which will be reconnecting nerve damage and allowing people to move around like they used to or never have before. And this appealed to me because not only was I able to help people, but also I was going to make some really good dough on the side. But for some reason, that didn't really catch on to me, so I decided to become a scientist. As a scientist, well, in this photo right here is the picture of Dr. Fink off of Back to the Future. I wanted to become a scientist because I thought it was mad, and I thought that I was able to create like a cure for cancer. So instead of like being a normal teenager and talking on the phone with boys and stuff, what I was doing was talking to like healthcare physicians and asking them more questions about cancer because I wanted to make like the ultimate cure for cancer. So what happened was about that dream, not only were they able to make a lot of money, they're financially stable. They got a salary of $75,000 a year, and I really was intrigued about it. But apparently, it didn't stick to me because eventually I decided to become a preacher. This is a photo of the preacher that was in the royal wedding. Um, and what really appealed to me about the preaching is because of the book of like the Bible. And the Bible is mainly focused on love. And I thought that if I just focused on love, my love for the people will be conveyed by it. Because although I was focusing on healing the body, I was really wanting to heal the soul because that was more permanent. So they don't make a lot of money. They make only like a $34,000 a year, if lucky. Um, but like I said, I really wasn't going to focus on the money on anymore. I was going to focus on the principle, and the principles was to help people. So in conclusion, I wanted to focus on love. And if I knew myself enough, I knew that I wanted to focus on love because love is the only thing that makes the world go round. As I look at children being shot up at high schools, I'm seeing officials saying that, oh, the only reasonable solution is to have thoughts and prayers. But I know that thoughts and prayers are dead without work. And I fear that children of my age or younger are being affected by those words. And I feel that if I become a preacher, I'm able to convey my love, and they perhaps will also fall in line and worship God with the same enthusiasm that I do. So I thank you for giving me your time, and I thank you for watching this presentation.